Hey guys, welcome back to another episode of Blockborne. And today we are hopefully going to be doing our last episode of the Redstone series and maybe even moving on to a little bit more stuff. So, let's get a tree farm going. I think that's the idea. I might do a cobblestone generator just so we can get that, but honestly, we're going to do a lot of digging in this world eventually, so might not need it. Not sure yet, but hey, definitely need a tree farm. So, let's knock that out, and hopefully we can move on from this district for a little while, although we're probably going to be doing lots of AFK here in the future. Alright, well, let's see what we can come up with. Guys, we did it. We did it! First tree farm. Look at it! Super cool, super awesome design. Very, very fun. This is a 4x4, so that just means pale oak and dark oak, which is really nice, because we love those blocks. Those are two of my favorites. Alright. Well, now that the tree farm's done, we finally have some wood types other than bamboo in the area, so we can add that and hook it up to the storage. But I think we're going to try for the other two kinds of tree farms, which would be the other tree types and the nether tree types. So I would love to get those in as well. So let's see what we can do. Maybe we can find something a little bit like this one, because this one's awesome. Really like it. Check out the link in the description down below. Hey everybody, welcome back from Time-Lapse Land. I'm feeling pretty good. We went from never having any tree farms in any of our worlds, not automated at least, to having 3. That means we could farm every type of tree except for mangrove. We didn't make a mangrove one, but that's okay. And we also hooked up all of our tree farms to the storage system, which means this place is done. That's right. We're done with our redstone district. Our industrial district, if you will. But, yeah. We have some things to talk about. Look at this. Everything's color coordinated. So you can check this and see. We don't have glowing ink sac. I swear you can't read signs anymore without glowing ink sac. It's crazy how that works. They're all color coordinated, and we've hooked up our nether tree farm here. So you can just flip that on, light comes on, the full farm comes on. Although it is bone meal powered. All 3 of these are bone meal powered. So that means we really gotta run this, because you can see we've already gone through a ton of it. This whole box was almost full of bone blocks, but hey, it's worth it. Turning free bone meal into trees is great. We got some stuff we need to maybe think about. The jungle logs a little bit, but the pale oak and the dark oak have been working really, really well in that 4x4, as well as the 1x1. You can see we did an acacia run, a little bit of a spruce run, and the nether trees. Well, the nether trees aren't super productive, but I like how it's passive, so I can kind of just leave it on and not have to worry about it. So I can run the nether tree while I do a different one over here while we're AFKing. And while we're doing that, we're also generating a ton of other passive drops like the wool and a few other things. Yeah, so we got everything hooked up to that. I think maybe in the future we will go around and just put a little sign that says what each farm is, so you know like what area you're in when you cross the dotted yellow lines. You know you're in the blast zone. Oh, Enderman! Come on, guys! Come on! Not on our beautiful Minecraft Redstone world area. Okay. Yeah. So this whole area is wrapped up, and you thought we were done. You thought we were done. Yeah, we did 15 farms, one for every color except for gray, because there's already all this gray. Yeah, we're not done. Come on now. We're probably done for redstone for a little while, but we got a little bit more to work on today in this area. So let's jump right into it. So we talked about it in the past a little bit, I believe. We thought maybe this would be a major project for the future, but you know what? One of the goals for this world is not to leave things unfinished. So what we did is we went ahead and got started on the next 4 islands. And about a little bit way into this project, I realized that we were basically building an entire biome, a very strange biome. So we repeated kind of the same process as the first one. Frog lights around the border of each island to kind of give it a weird island shape, and then covered the entire thing in gray concrete, all 3 islands. There's a 4th one, but it's just a tiny one. And we spent almost 10 hours placing just gray concrete. That was fun. I'm actually recording this almost 2 weeks after that last clip, just because it took forever to gather resources and place all the blocks. So that was fun. You know, it was not too bad. Watched a couple movies, listened to a couple podcasts, stuff like that while we did it, and got it done. But it was a little bit of a break from all that like technical redstone stuff and the farm tutorials and whatnot. So it wasn't too bad. It wasn't too bad. Now we're almost ready to do some more redstone, but I think we're actually going to take a break from the farms for a little while. I just wanted to have a place to put them. Now that we kind of filled in our entire yellow island with all the farms we're going to need for a while, we didn't want to have to come do this first before we wanted to make another redstone farm. So I'm guessing this will be good for a long time as far as space goes, because there's all sorts of farms we still need to build. Chalk farms and mud farms and clay farms. A bunch of other wacky random stuff that keeps popping into my head, and we just don't want to do it right now because we've been doing redstone for several episodes. And now we can kind of move on to some other projects, and hope you didn't mind another time lapse, but it was a big one. You guys, it is kind of crazy flying around in this area now. It looks absolutely nuts, and I think it's going to look way crazier when there's farms all over these things. It seemed like a much bigger area when there wasn't these islands here. But you can just, it's like a vast plain of gray. I know it looks a little boring now, but once all the stuff's on there, it will look pretty cool. I don't think we're going to be building any farms for a little while, because we don't really need them yet. I want to get back to do some actual, like, mining and crafting, not just redstone. Something fell. Maybe it was just the water. But yeah, a couple things to show you before we wrap up today's episode. I know, even more stuff today. We've already done so much. Well, first things first, this little red island. Don't think we're going to be putting any farms on it, and we're definitely going to change it around. But for now, I kind of laid out an idea. So here's a map of the area, so you can kind of see, I think all of the islands we just did are bigger than our original island, except for this one, where we are right now, on the little red one. But we added some banners to label some parts on the map, so we have all of our different farms. I'm not sure where we're going to put this or how we're going to utilize it, but I thought it would just be fun. Still got some maps to fill out. And we have these giant squares, which hopefully will eventually be something like this. So this shows all the farms that we have on the yellow island. I think it would kind of max out at 15 farms per island. I know these are much bigger, but as far as farms go, I think the next few we build are going to be way bigger than the things we built over there. So should work out. Not sure if we'll even have 15 on those islands, to be honest. But we got space for it in case we decide to. Yeah. So that's kind of all that those are there for. Not sure yet. I thought about having like lights behind each that trigger whenever there's items going through, but I don't even think those chunks are loaded over there. I mean, maybe the iron farm from here. And we don't want to like turn on, say, for example, our super smelter or our bamboo farm because it will break if we're this far away. We could put chunk loaders over there, but we don't really need to. We got so many items. We only have to AFK there for like an hour, and we have more blocks than we can use in an episode. So, except for gray concrete, apparently. I'm sick of this block. So sick of it. But yeah, what are these white squares here, you might ask? Who knows? Whoa! So this is also like a launch pad to be able to get to our different parts of the area. But, you know what? We are going to need another farm. Some kind of farm for wind charges. I know there's some way to get them reliably, but we only have like 10 charges on each of these left, so yeah, we probably won't be using them too much, but I wanted to show them off to you guys. You get to see them. Alright. Well, we got one more thing to show you, and that is in the nether. So we worked on the nether hub a little bit. Oh, check this out. Not sure if I showed you this. Finalized. Shows all of our farms. Color coordinated. Super cool. Might have showed you that. It's been a while. But let's hop over the nether. Alright, so we still have some work to do in the area, and I might swap it out, but at least we have a space for it for the time being. We kind of fully went with the backrooms vibe here. Glass on the floor to keep the mobs from spawning, and then these crazy looking lines. They kind of lead you towards wherever you want to go. Not that you really need them, but hey, check it out. These will lead you all to each of the islands. There's nothing on any of the blue, green, or purple ones. Oh, and before anyone else notices, I realized when it was too late, and I don't care anymore, that all of our lines are the colors of the Teletubbies. So, we might just lean into that. Call this the Poe line, and then I don't know the names of the Teletubbies. I just know the colors. I think one's named Tinky Winky. That might be a funny, like, call it the Tinky Winky Island or something. I don't know. We're calling them the Redstone Isles, so that's what they'll be called, and maybe they'll have some kind of influence from the Teletubbies, just because the colors. Maybe there's something else that is also these colors, so that we don't have to go with Teletubbies. So, let me know in the comments. I thought it was funny. But yeah, these portals are, for most of them, just go to the island where there is nothing built yet. And this room is super creepy. I think we might swap out the wall. I'm not crazy about this design. I wanted to incorporate redstone somehow, so we might still do that. And obviously the ceiling cannot remain netherrack. No, not in the nether hub. Yeah, super crazy looking nether hub. Yeah, it expanded. It's way bigger than our actual nether hub, and it's kind of cool to just be able to like walk over into this room and have such a big space for just those few portals. And luckily, as far as like placement goes on the map, let's see if we, yeah, it's like kind of right in the perfect spot. All of those portals, as far as like not touching any of our other lines that go to other various places in the world, which is nice. So, that's cool. Alrighty, guys. Well, I think that's going to have to do it for today. Believe it or not, we're actually out of frog lights. I never thought we would ever say that. So we might have to AFK at the Froglight farm for like an hour, just to refill all the boxes. I've been using them in place of torches, to be honest, because they're kind of cheaper than torches, and water doesn't flush them away. So that's nice. But thanks for hanging out with me today, guys. I know it was a wacky one. We're going to get back to building some stuff. I just wanted a special episode for episode 20, and also to wrap up our little Redstone Era arc. Yeah. I'm not sure if we can call this Cozy Minecraft anymore, just being honest. We'll see. We'll go back to Cozy. Alright, see ya next time. Thanks for watching. Bye.